It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Vikings, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. It's week 2 of this NFL season. Couple teams feeling good, Greg. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. Leading them out, the former number 1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
One thing that was pretty evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man. He got away with it last week. He doesn't want to make a habit of trying to get away with it every week. He needs to clean that up, especially if he wants to come away with a win here today.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he will go all the way. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Riker, good with the extra point. And the Vikings will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Now, a run with the rookie out of Oregon. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebacker.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
So on fourth down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Vikings offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That caught by Davis. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8. Moore going in motion. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Davis heading in motion. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hockenson.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the 1st down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. Now trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. A throw on the move is caught.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, 49ers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The kick is good. Makes the score Vikings 10, 49ers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. 2nd and 7. Davis going in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Now a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end, Hockenson. 17 yards, the gain there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down, Lawrence. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Here comes the screen to Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Lawrence. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Screen pass to Ayuk. Caught. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. 13-7 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Lawrence. Open man is Davis. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Davis heading in motion. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Jones.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. Dropped it at the 35-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This throw left side caught by Kittle. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got a man. That's Kittle. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
To return is Ricky Pearsall. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. The next drive about to start. We'll remind you what's coming up here in week 2. A couple of good ones to look forward to. 2 good young quarterbacks going at it later tonight in Houston. The Bears and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, as the New Look Falcons head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Kickoff there, 8:15 Eastern Time. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Purdy. The throw on the run is complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
San Francisco.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Purdy going to put it up again. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5. Back to the air is Purdy. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Pearsall going to return it. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Niners offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Purdy. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Throwing is Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. To throw once more, it's Purdy. That's to his tight end, Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's Purdy again. Quick throw, taken in, and that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of a 1st down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. So we have reached the intermission in what is right now a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where you see the final score there. Russell Wilson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field, and they have the lead over the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown catch in that 1st half. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they've reached halftime, all tied. 17-all is the score. In the 1st half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the 1st half of play.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. This fielded at about the 9. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to take over once again. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back than some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
A tight end in motion now. On third down, it's Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down. The 49ers out for the punt. As he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Vikings offense, and Trevor Lawrence set to take over once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and taken. 49ers offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's the rookie out of Louisville. It's Isaac Guerendo. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff running right. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at third down. Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The motion man is Johnson. Third down, Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Udi's kick is good. And the 49ers are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Davis going in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Lawrence. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Niners offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. Purdy going to keep this one himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's got his man complete to Johnson. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. So Kittle comes in motion. There's that man again. Another catch. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. The 49ers out to punt this one. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Taking off. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
A first down throw for Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And
the pressure all over him. He goes down again.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Brock Purdy and the NFC champs back out to begin this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They're all set to punt this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A short one taken by Hockenson.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the handoff, Jones. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air?
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Purdy works out of the pistol. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So Kittle comes in motion. Now he'll run. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. So Kittle comes in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, 49.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. On 2nd down, Purdy. Open man is Johnson. He's got him. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Purdy. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth. But they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
There he goes, inside the 30. And he's going to get all the way down to the Vikings' 6-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 39 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing is Lawrence. And he's in. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Minnesota. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now he'll run it. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the first down in the process. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Purdy now on second down. Now he takes off. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Third and short. Purdy. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And this is going to work out. They get the first down. It was 4th and 4, a little risk, but it pays off. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. And that is touchdown number.
Come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Niners will use their third and final timeout to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Ryan Drake in punt formation for the Vikings.
So a win here for the Vikings. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.